Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, did I make a huge mistake? Most of y'all know that follow RidgeLife Ramblings. Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, did I make a huge mistake? Most of y'all that know me from RidgeLife and RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife Reviews and How-Tos, RidgeLife Lessons from the Ridge, know that I've been doing YouTube for several years now, and I officially retired, quit my corporate job in the steel industry, electrical engineering, and became a full-time YouTuber, right? Huge, 55 years old. That's a pretty huge gamble, right? Well, something happened at the end of 2025 that may have destroyed my chances of success. It's pretty profound. I've done some research on this. In September of 2025, YouTube did a major change. An algorithm change. You've heard the term algorithm. What is an algorithm? It's a piece of computer software that analyzes and predicts, right? It just calculates and it's very, actually they're using AI to do it now, okay? And really, this huge change that happened in September of 2025 affected a lot of YouTubers, right? I'm talking people saw 25% or more drop in viewership, right? The number of views you get per video. And how do you get paid on YouTube? Well, you get paid on the number of monetized views. So if you've got a 6-minute long video, that means there will not be a commercial in the middle. You can have a commercial at the beginning, a commercial at the end. If someone watches the entire commercial or watches until it says skip, right? It pays a little differently. If you skip, you get paid a little bit less than if you watch the whole commercial. But we get paid on those monetized views, the number of commercials you either click through or sit through, okay? So on a 30-minute video that can have a commercial every 8 minutes, right? Sometimes 4 minutes, depends on, how the video's set up, that can generate a lot more revenue. Okay, so what happened in September is the algorithm noticed an issue, okay? And it was with artificial intelligence, AI. People started using YouTube differently. Previously, I've got a lot on my, even on RidgeLife, I started doing RidgeLife's reviews and how-tos. I separated off my reviews and how-tos content so I could continue on with building this solar and off-grid and barn house and hunting and lifestyle stuff, right? The AI has taken over the educational and information genre that was once totally YouTube's. YouTube used to own. If you wanted to know how to change an oil filter in a 2023 F-250 pickup truck, you would go to YouTube and type in how to change an oil filter on a 2023 F-250 diesel Ford pickup truck. And boom, there would be a video of me changing the oil, okay? Well, now, when people say how to change the oil on an F-250 pickup truck, or what fuel filter do you use, or what oil filter do you use, they no longer are immediately directed to YouTube. So you could go to YouTube and you could search for those things, or you could just go to Google and Google would give you the YouTube videos that would do it for you, right? Well, now, when you go to Google or whatever you go to, it uses artificial intelligence, whether it's Gemini, Google AI, Grok, ChatGPT, they're all integrated now into your search engine. So when it says, what fuel filter do you use on a 2023 F-250 pickup truck? it comes up a little blurb from AI, and it says you use the FM021A, right? And here's a link to click on it, okay? To go buy yourself one. So much of the content that was directed at YouTube is now being just immediately answered by AI. So before, if you wanted to know what fuel filter was used in the pickup truck, excuse me, you would click on a video on YouTube of how to change a fuel filter, and you would watch through. Maybe they've got chapters, and you could click through and see materials used, and you can see, oh, it's the FM021A fuel filter, right? But now you go Chat GPT. We'll just tell you exactly what you need immediately. So it really has affected YouTube content creators and YouTube as a whole. And also, so much of the content you're seeing now on YouTube is AI. I mean, AI titles, AI thumbnails, AI characters, AI content. YouTube has really had to crack down on AI content because it's just regurgitating a lot of other people's comment. There's no new value being brought to these videos. So now us YouTube content creators, we got to check a little box to say if YouTube was, or if AI was used to create this video. And I'm glad. I don't use any AI, you know, it's just me, right? So, how do you survive on YouTube now? You know, my views have, again, what I was making last fall is really, has really dropped by almost half, right? Because a lot of my videos that were doing very well, searchable content on YouTube, I don't get most of my pay from YouTube from the videos you see right now. I get just a small amount. Most of it is in the videos where people see how to run a ground wire for solar, or how to install a EG4 6000 XP, or you know, batteries, or excuse me, I got a little something in my throat. And since AI is replacing all that, you just get the answer just like this. People watch those videos. Now, a lot of the AI will have a link at the below, and you can watch a video, and then maybe they'll pull my video up. So that's the hope, that people want more information and then click on it and then and can watch the video. Excuse me. Got a little tortilla stuck in my throat. Just got lunch. So what do you do? If you're a YouTube content creator, what do you do to survive? So what we got to do is bring something new to the table, right? New information. YouTube is using AI to review your entire video, the picture, the thumbnail, the title, the description, and the video content itself, the actual video. It will go through the transcript. And it wants to see, all right, someone else has laid conduit for their solar array, for their solar house. Did Tim do anything different? Did Tim bring any new content to the table? And if it did, it will promote it. Like, oh, new content, people may click on it. If it's just the old same stuff, they're not going to do it. Excuse me. So, when you see content creators wear funny hats with turkey feathers in them, have special nice logoed t-shirts, go woohoo and yaha and make funny noises, or you know, do a little jig, do a little dance, you know, we got to be different a little bit, right? You'll see some looking like Amish people, right? Big old beard, big straw hat, you know, and they're not Amish, right? But you got to bring something new to the table. And that's one thing that AI doesn't do. And all these videos that AI has made, they don't really bring the entertainment value that the human element brings to it. Okay? So there's the hope that you can bring new information in an entertaining way that people will interact with, right? So when you see Tim do his monologues, right? My diatribes, or I'm talking while I'm doing the work, bringing a little bit of entertainment value to it. Or you see people trip and fall a lot, or, not saying they trip and fall on purpose, because I definitely do not try to trip and fall on purpose. I got this bad knee right here, and I do not want to be tripping and falling, especially on purpose. But people do things to entertain, right? And a lot of people are just inherently, goofy or clumsy and stuff. So they found that, hey, that actually is viewable on YouTube and people want to watch. So they don't actually fall on purpose. They're just the type of people that fall a lot, right? Or people that talk flamboyantly, or people that, are really pretty, have really pretty faces, Not that I do, because I don't. Like animals, everyone loves a TikTok on kittens, right? A Facebook video on kittens, So if people have cats, people have dogs, people have, these other forms of bringing something new to the table. So did I make a huge mistake retiring to do YouTube full time? I don't think so, because it's just my season, right? It's my season to do something different. 30 years in the automation, engineering, electrical, steel industry, Navy, nuclear program. I was done. I was baked. I was I was ready to move on. Most of my kids in college are graduating, married with kids, and now it's time for me. And now I've met Meredith, right? I guess I'm starting over a little bit, because I have 2 stepchildren that are both still in school. But it's a choice I made, and I'm super excited about it. And of course, Meredith is an attorney, so that helps a little bit. I'll tell you, that helps a lot. So I won't have to support her and her kids like I would in some other situations, and not that I want her to support me. I'm working on YouTube. I'm building. I've got a nice little nest egg that's growing. As long as the Straits of Hormuz stay open. Stock market drops every time they talk about the Iran war, right? Yeah, so I'm excited about the future. I think there's still a niche that I can fulfill on YouTube. I think that the videos I'll be doing on reviews and RidgeLife's reviews and how-tos will still be viewed, because ChatGPT cannot show you exactly how to do it the way a human can show you and give the narration while doing it. Matter of fact, ChatGPT will hopefully reference my content and then link you to it so you can go watch it. That's my goal, is to have valuable content that will be watched. And of course, entertaining comment. Rambling, it's just this rambling right here, bringing information and goofiness and fun. Talking about the things I'm doing on the other channels. And of course on RidgeLife, building, improving, lots of stuff going on. The giant solar array, the trench digging, the wiring, the solar off-grid, the motorcycles, the hunting, the fishing, the family, building the off-grid barn house, the structural insulated panels, the timber framing, so there's some really different things, I think, especially the structural insulated panels and the timber framing. Once I start doing that, that is some pretty unique content on YouTube. I know other people have done SIP houses and timber framing and stuff, but I think hopefully mine's a little bit different. Hopefully mine's, again, I'm going to try to make it entertaining. Definitely try to make it entertaining. I don't know if you've noticed, I've tried to do a lot less product reviews. As far as paid sponsorships, I've done a few in the past, and I've kind of stepped back a little bit from that. You won't see too many here on Ramblings or on RidgeLife unless it's something I'm really needing or using in my video. So I won't be sitting here talking about digging this ditch for solar and all of a sudden show you a mattress ad in the middle of my video, right? Or a new energy drink, Not saying I would never do that, because revenue is revenue, but it's I'll be using a lot of materials and I'll be doing product reviews on those. And most often it's stuff that I've paid for, that I bought, I liked, and I want to do a product review of, and I'm going to use it in my videos. So yes, I've done a lot less of the paid advertisements. Again, not saying any of those are bad. It's just if you get too much of it, it can saturate your content and it becomes less entertaining, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see where YouTube goes. Is YouTube dead, right? Is it all just AI and TikTok now, right? Don't know. I don't really do much on TikTok. I was putting some shorts that I make on YouTube over on TikTok. I just get so far behind in doing the main content that I forget to do a lot of that. Maybe I can get Willa, my new stepdaughter, soon-to-be stepdaughter, to be my social media manager for me. Maybe she would like to do that. You know how them young girls, they're all into that social media stuff. So today I am running my first wires. I've got solar PV, solar wires, you know, the stuff that's in those trenches, because I want to get my rough-in inspection done sooner than later. So the things I've got to get done to get that rough-in inspection are the things I'm focusing on, especially while the weather is so nice. Oh my gosh, guys, 78 degrees, blue skies, a little bit of breeze. Oh my gosh, that is just amazing. Oh, so yeah, while the weather's nice, I'll be pulling the wires outside, and then it's supposed to rain this weekend and maybe a little bit next week. So then I'll be moving inside, doing a lot of the wires in here, the stuff from the inverters to the 200 amp panel, the batteries to the battery bus work and all that stuff. So lots of things still to do here before I move on. So let's see, not this weekend, but next weekend we got the motorcycle rally in Fort Smith, Arkansas, right there on the Oklahoma state line. I'll be over there with good buddy David, the Steel Horse Rally 2026. And I believe Meredith is going to be there. So it's going to be a good time. And then, of course, we've got graduations. I got my son Morgan's graduation from college. I got Gavin's my stepson Gavin's graduation from high school. And Willa's dance competitions. Hudson be starting back up football. Of course, his finger that it's healing pretty nicely. Oh, I gotta go check on Christina, Meredith's matron of honor. She was supposed to have surgery this week, so I need to check on her leg. She broke her leg, her tibia and fibia, right at the ankle. I gotta see how she's doing. See if she'll be able to walk the aisle in a month. 40 days. It takes, I guess, for that type of pins and stuff to set up. I guess normally when you break it's like 6 weeks, right? That's 30, 40. But maybe with hers, it may be more than 6 weeks or 40 days, whatever, for all that to set up. So who knows? But the wedding is coming up soon. And it's going to be a great family and friends time. Very small wedding. Very small wedding. So, all right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, giving you a little backstory on how YouTube may be dying. I don't know. But I'm so glad you guys are here with me, and I appreciate all the members to RidgeLife. Thank you all for sticking around and supporting as we go along this journey. If you did like today's video, again, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go RidgeLife. Woo!